Psychers in the Imperium are like a necessary evil, at least in the eyes of the authorities and average citizenry. This is because psychic humans are mutants, abhumans in fact, that are tolerated at best and hunted down at worst. And Psychers have it worse than almost any other mutant because the persecution they face is vicious and driven by a very justified fear, as all it takes is one uncontrolled Psyker to plunge an entire world into literal chaos. Drawing power from the warp is always dangerous, but uncontrolled psychic minds burn brightly to the horrific demons living in the Immaterium, and they hunt these bright lights in order to find their way into the real world and begin sowing terror and discord. For this reason, the Adeptus Astra Telepathica travels the worlds of humanity in their black ships, scooping up every single Psyker they find. Many of these are executed immediately for being too dangerous or kept safely near the nullifying powers of the Sisters of Silence until they can be fed to the Emperor to sustain his psychic might. But for a select few, a choice is given: serve or die, and so many choose to serve. This service takes many forms, but usually it's in the ranks of the Astra Militarum as battle psychers. Those who show more promise during the training required to control their powers are brought to the Inquisition to work on some of the most dangerous and important endeavors available. In both those jobs, a talented and lucky psyker can rise through the ranks to become a Psyker Primaris or even a Lord Inquisitor. And outside of these, there are the Great Navigator houses and the Astropaths. Psychers trained and bred specifically to send communications through the warp and to guide ships through that nightmare realm safely. These two unique Psychers are actually afforded quite a lot of prestige and comfort, as Imperial life would grind to a halt without either of them. But even for these Psychers, there is always the distrust of their unmutated peers and the ever-looming threat of the warp. And that's why the Sanctioned Psychers are so low on this list. Having great power and even luxuries in the Imperium is a rarity, but it comes with the fact that it's a matter of when, not if, they get destroyed by their powers or some demon. Others on this list face gruesome deaths after hard lives, but Psychers don't just suffer that, but they also face an eternity of torment in the warp as their souls get claimed by some nightmare creature.